Now on LWT, it's highlights of this afternoon's Charity Shield match introduced by Bob Wilson. It's the big match. The 97-98 season gets underway. It's the Premiership champions taking on the FA Cup winners. After the wonder strike by Di Matteo, Chelsea claimed a famous win at Wembley, breaking a 26-year duck for a trophy. Manchester United won the Premiership, but might be upset perhaps they didn't go further in Europe. We've got the showdown at Wembley today between these two in the big match. It's Manchester United versus Chelsea. Hello, very good evening to you. Welcome here to the big match, and a big one we've got for you today. The Charity Shield is always the start, and it always sets the tone for the season ahead as well, and it's two sides that promise a really good game with them. Trevor Venables is with us. We'll get all his views at the moment, but first let's go and see all the action that took place in Wembley. Your commentator for this one is Trevor Moore.
And so the Community Shield begins with a usual curtain raiser. Manchester United and Chelsea, the league champions against the FA Cup winners from last season. And what a tremendous atmosphere it proves to be. Ruud Gullit against Alex Ferguson. Chelsea having the choice of colours today. Manchester United in their new white shirts. And it's of course Eric Cantona, so with him not in the side anymore, Roy Keane now becomes the new captain. Paul Scholes is alongside Andy Cole in the striking positions, and Ronnie Johnson alongside Gary Pallister back. As for Chelsea under Ruud Gullit, well, they've got new faces. Ed De Hoy in goal there, Gustavo Payet, the Uruguayan, Bobby Di Matteo as well, who scored a terrific goal in the cup final last season, and Frank Leboeuf as well. Some terrific new faces. And we're all set for this 1997 Middlewest Charity Shield. Terrific atmosphere here at Wembley Stadium. 3 minutes gone. We'll flick on. Leboeuf can get there first. Dan Petrescu, the Romanian. Wise to Payet. On to Zola. On to Payet again. Well, chip forward and Zo's onto it. He just couldn't get on the end of it in time. Schmeichel was onto it like a flash and really did terrifically well. Now Cole. Now Scholes. Over the top to Giggs. Good football this from Manchester United. Giggs has stayed onside. Petrescu the defender with him. Here's Cole turning nicely. He can't shake off two Chelsea defenders, and here's Dennis Wise. Dan Petrescu, Chelsea, who scored the quickest cup final goal in history last season, 42 seconds. Roberto Di Matteo is on the field. Here's Biari. Payet, one of the new boys. Played in there towards Biari. Good turn by him. And he might get a deflection here in favour of Dan Petrescu. Still Petrescu goes down. The referee was right on the spot but didn't give anything. Well, let's see. Chelsea attack once again. And let's see if Petrescu was fouled here as he runs into the penalty area. This is the replay now. Oh, King gets ahead of him. The referee was right on the spot. He may have been blinded somewhat though. But Scholes. Cole. Giggs. In the middle for United, if they can get that ball into towards Andy Cole, he goes down too. We've got Teddy Sheringham amongst their ranks now. Manchester United, of course, the Eric Cantona replacement, but he's not in the starting lineup today. Shows the strength and depth that Alex Ferguson's got at his disposal. He will win out. Cantona now to call upon. No shame for English football that he retired last season. Prodigious age of 31. Free kick now to Chelsea with the score still at 0-0 as Barrister gets a yellow card for that. Foul there on Gianfranco Zola. There's his innocence there, but it is a yellow card offence. The free kick then to Chelsea, the cup holders. So to bring it in, another new boy, kept signed from Blackburn. And it's Wise. We're on the chase. They might get in there, Gustavo Poyet! Good save, Schmeichel. Spread himself really well there, the big Dane. Spread himself like the proverbial eagle there. And in fact, it hit him on the chest. Good piece of goalkeeping there by Peter Schmeichel there to keep the score at 0-0. Over now gone, still no goals. Eddie Serwin. Giggs in support on the far side, and he wasn't picked up initially by Petrescu neither. Giggs doing well, but trying to get the shot away. And it's knocked away as far as Gianfranco Zola. This was the effort again. Good defending this from Chelsea. Just as we saw at the start on the captions, they play with a back five, and you can see why. Good defence again. Gary Neville. House goals. Good football this again for Manchester United. Coming towards the final 3 minutes of what's not really been an exciting first half of this Charity Shield game, but still a lot to said about the two teams at the moment. If it does end level after 90 minutes incidentally, we will go to a penalty shootout. Vialli was fouled, free kick to Chelsea. Really good some challenge there by Roy Keane. There would be reason in fact to go for the ball, but obviously referee didn't deem it as such. Cook up here, and they get a goal right on the stroke of half time perhaps. And that final minute of normal time, Beckham gets it away. Now Johnson, David Beckham. It's been a cagey first half, not really much in the way of real goal-mouth opportunities, and that's the half-time whistle. To shadow apart from one save from Gustavo Poyet from Peter Schmeichel, but apart from that, it's goalless at half time. Join us after the break for the second half. Welcome back to the big match and to this FA Charity Shield of 1997. 0-0. You've just joined us between Chelsea and Manchester United. Not a particularly good first half, but one outstanding chance for Gustavo Poyet, which was well repelled by Schmeichel. Apart from anything else, I don't think Dahoy's been tested at the other end either. Anyway, here's Poyet, and we mentioned Poyet. He's already fouled there again. Dicky Butt this time, a yellow card. That's the second United player in the book from the referee. That's the foul there on the other number 8, and Nicky Butt in fact now joins Gary Pallister on a yellow card, and it does give Chelsea's a free kick from Gianfranco Zola. So he sort of arranged this one, and he's flooded it in there, gone short to Vialli. So on his second debut for Chelsea, he's played in towards Robbie Di Matteo. Now then, Rousseau, Poyet. He's had a good debut, this fella, this Uruguayan midfielder. Signed from Real Zaragoza, playing in that 95 Footballers' Cup side that beat Arsenal in Paris. Di Matteo, Vialli, back to Di Matteo again. Will he strike another one? Oh, it's a terrific goal! He's done it again at the same end as well as he did against Middlesbrough last season. He's done it again this time, maybe a little less spectacularly than the one that funded in the crossbar in the cup final, but nevertheless it's a terrific goal, and that just might get the Charity Shield up and running. 49 minutes gone, nearly 5 minutes gone in the second half, and we needed a spark from somewhere, and it's come from the right foot of Roberto Di Matteo. United backed off and backed off, and then all of a sudden it came to Di Matteo here. No chance for Schmeichel. It's a terrific goal, and Chelsea, with 4 minutes of the second half gone, are in the lead. Beckham. Now then, can United get a reply within 3 minutes of going behind, perhaps? Not this time. Here's Johnson, he won that very well. Here's Cole. This will be a sign of true champions now from United. But they usually fight back, United, when their backs up are against the wall. We've seen it so many times down the years. But here's Zola as we come towards the 10th minute mark almost of the second half. 1-0 to Chelsea. And that's a foul there. That's surely got to be a free kick. And Pallister's already been booked. He's going to be sent off. Is he? No. Yes, he is. Well, that's a rarity in a Community Shield. I can only remember 2 other players being sent off in a Charity Shield match before. And that was in 1974 when Kevin Keegan and Billy Bremner had that dust-up at Wembley between Leeds and Liverpool. But that, I have to say, there's no excuse for Gary Pallister. It's a red card, and I'm afraid he can have no complaints about that. And United now with 10 men, and with half an hour to, or just less than half an hour to play. They've got to come from behind with a man light, and here's Keane making a good dash. Now then, Roy Keane, stopped brilliantly by Dennis Wise. 2 feisty little men in that middle of the park, battling there, and Wise came out on top. The 2 captains as well. Here's Dan Petrescu for the 11 men of Chelsea, and look at the space he's got there. And now Zola, Irwin trying to cover for all he's worth. There's the ball into the area. Neville gets it out, and as far as Petrescu will, Di Matteo line up another one, and he almost did there. The deflection should take it behind for a corner, and he does. Ruud Gullit will be delighted at the situation, a goal up and a man up. Now can he ram old man advantages and get a second? Here comes the corner, and there's Viari's header, and it's well held by Schmeichel. Chelsea now really needs to snub on this advantage. There's the cross. I thought for a moment Di Matteo was going to fly again, and he did. No Keane in the way that time. And it's 21 minutes to go on this Charity Shield. Chelsea winning it by a goal to 0. And here's Zola in behind. And is he going in? Oh! Schmeichel just got there in the nick of time to deny Zola. And then the ball back in by the aforementioned Zola. Goes wide of the target. My goodness me, that was almost a scrappy goal there. And Schmeichel just on the line got it away. And United, for the moment anyway, survive. Oh my goodness. Should have been 2-0 to Chelsea. That was a let up for Manchester United. Irwin, Dean, Cole, Scholes. Now then, what could a 10-man produce here? Scholes! And that's the first time with, what, a quarter of an hour left of the game, that I can remember Head de Hoy, the goalkeeper, on competitive debut, able to make a really good save, and he did just that. Held on to it well. Now Giggs. Well, Alex Ferguson with now Paul speaking on time. Just over 10 minutes to go. Cole's in there. Cleared it out. And now the ball in there. And Lambord gets it out. Terrific defending by him. And now he's got Di Matteo on his way. And now he's got Viali possibly on his way here if he turn Johnson. And he's trying to turn him, but Johnson will not relent. Here's Rousseau. And they're trying to pull Manchester United apart here. The 10 men in trouble. And here's Poyet. And now a chance for Viali! It's 2-0! And that, with 81 minutes on the clock, could send Chelsea towards the Charity Shield. And it looks as if the cup winners are going to beat the Premiership champions. So, and this is where United were going to be lacking here at centre-back. That was the space where Pallister vacated when he was sent off. And Viali knew exactly what to do. The man in his Sampdoria days who missed a glaring opportunity in the 92 European Cup final. Well, he didn't miss this time. Chelsea 2 up and coasting towards the Charity Shield. 82 minutes gone, and surely that must be that. Unless United can come up with 2 goals in the remaining 7 minutes, I doubt very much they're going to pull this back. Yellow card. We're foul on the far side. I'll tell you who it is, because the referee's disguised the camera from it. It was Roberto Di Matteo. Put Beckham there. Beckham, I think, made a bit more of a meal of it than it needed to be, but nevertheless, Di Matteo, one of the goal scorers, he's now in the book. And United have a free kick as Babiara has replaced so another new boy into the side. There's that ball in there, looking towards kicks. Way as far as Irwin. Dennis Irwin. Good play by him. Giggs to Irwin. And Irwin's cross is a good one. It's a goal for Roy Keane. United aren't done yet. It's 2-1 now at Wembley. It was a Scholes-type run from Roy Keane of all people. It's a good ball in here by Dennis Irwin. One of the best balls he's played in. Keane with a Scholes-type header. And he got the second, well saved by De Hoy. But he got it at the second attempt, the United captain. And all of a sudden now, the Charity Shield is back on a knife edge once more, right through De Hoy's legs as well. That's a super ball from Keane. And it's 2-1. And it's going to be Scholes off and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer on. Name the baby-faced assassin. 4 minutes to go. United's 2-1 now. Here's Wise. Still Chelsea playing with that numerical one-man advantage. Third one would surely kill it. United have made a stand to stop even with 10 men. We've seen that down the years. You can never write off United at your peril. Boyena, good ball by him. Babiaro, good ball in FA. Oh, it was almost an own goal, in fact. I think it might have been Ronnie Johnson who inadvertently nodded it towards his own goal, and Schmeichel made an absolute storming save. And now suddenly at the other end we've got Solskjaer breaking from Cole's pass, but it's woken up by Frank Leboeuf. We're into stoppage time at the end of the game. What an amazing finish. Well, if the first half was forgettable, the second half has been memorable. So many incidents, another foul there, free kick. We've had 3 goals, a sending off, another yellow card now for Dennis Wise. It's been an extraordinary end to what's been an extraordinary penalty shootout. It's just sliding in too far there on Andy Cole. And David Beckham, first opportunity he's had all afternoon. One of these famous free kicks, and he's floated it in. But it might fall for Neville, who's only scored 1 goal before against Manchester United. That was against Middlesbrough last season. Here's Beckham now, who's popped out to the right again. Holds in there, blocked by Leboeuf. Sar's in there too. Still the referee hasn't blown his whistle. We've played nearly 3 minutes of stoppage time. Going up towards that now. Neville. Chelsea holding in there for grim life, and now they've got possession. We've played over 3 minutes, and there goes the whistle. Chelsea win the Charity Shield by 2 goals to 1. Robbie Di Matteo and Gianluca Violi the scorers. Roy Keane with a reply for the 10 men who had Gary Pallister sent off for 2 yellow cards, the second of which being a blatant elbow. But it's Chelsea's day, and the cup winners are after a fire this season. Dennis Wise lifts the Community Shield aloft, and Chelsea add that to the FA Cup they won last season, and won very, very convincingly too. This wasn't as convincing a performance as Middlesbrough last season, but what well, they'll certainly be there or thereabouts as favourites, or one of the favourites to win the FA Carling Premiership at the end of the season. So will Manchester United, It's been a terrific day. First half forgettable, second half very memorable. It's finished here after a terrific second half here at Wembley. Manchester United, the 10 men won, Chelsea 2. And we'll be back with analysis right after this break.
Well, it's disappointing. You want to start the season well. At these occasions, it's a good opportunity to do that. It was a poor first half. Players couldn't really get going, you know. I asked them to attack with more intensity in the second half. But the early goal was a real killer.
Yes, I think we play some good football. We keep the ball, yes. We play well. We score more goals. We go home, have a smoke at a pancake, and be very pleased with everything. Yeah.
And the decision for the red card, I thought was ridiculous. But you have to take responsibility, and the second goal, sloppy. And it's hard to recover when you're that stage in the game and you've never really got out of the gears. Obviously, Roy got as a captain's goal at the end, but hopefully we can learn from that and go to White Hart Lane with a game under our belt.
Well, you heard from both managers. Trevor, I want to get your views on that game because it seems only one side really showed up. Your old side, wasn't it? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? I think one of the things we have to sort of say about the game, though, it's about size, easy into the system. But I think Chelsea looked far more comfortable in their formation, and I looked far more comfortable in the way in which they played than Man United did. I really did. I thought they looked outstanding in the way that they could move the ball around, and those wing backs, that midfield, they just completely swamped Man United, and they couldn't get hold of the ball. Let's have a look at the first goal that was scored, and you pointed out some work here by Chelsea's press. Yeah, if you have a little look at Chelsea here, what they're always making sure they're doing is there's always a man on, there's always an option, there's always someone to pass to. And when you do this, it allows the rest of your team to feel that they're full of confidence. And that's exactly what happens here. They're full of confidence. Di Matteo thinks, oh, go on, why don't I have a go? And bangs it in quite brilliantly. It's a great hit, really is. It just sort of shows you sometimes what confidence could do. And what about the sending off that took place? I kind of have to agree. I think it is. It's two bookable offences. You wonder perhaps if the referee could handle it a bit better, maybe sort of ask them to take it down, have a word with the manager. I'm not sure we needed to see the second booking, but we have. It stopped Man United, really, didn't it? Well, yeah, down to 10 men, and they're outnumbered in midfield, and Chelsea go 2 up. Well, it's just a good move down the left. It's just pace, and it's the exact hole where Pallister would have been. There's the cross. Fine goal, that one. And talk through Manchester United. They got back into it. Roy Keane was the one that got them. Just how important is he going to be? Oh, I think if Man United, they've lost Cantona. Cantona was very much the absolute antithesis of that side. They need Roy Keane. They need to wrap him up in cotton wool, and God forbid he gets injured, because I think it will hurt Man United this season. He was excellent in this, and he's got his goal. He's got them back in it, but ultimately it wasn't enough. No, and would you fair to say Chelsea deserved winners of the Charity Shield? You can't argue with it. They were miles better than Man United today. They got everything right, and Ruud, I'm sure, will be very pleased with himself. Well, we do have more football coming up for you very soon here on ITV. We've got England's crucial game against Moldova here at Wembley. You can see that with us in just a few weeks' time. A reminder that if England do win that, they could qualify for France 98. We've got lots of great sporting action to bring you, including the UEFA Champions League to come here on the big match. But for us now, that was the Charity Shield, and that's the 98-90 season underway. Thank you you for watching here this match on Trevor Sports. If you've liked it, please don't be afraid to like, share and subscribe to the channel. And if you do fancy it, head on over to the Ko-fi. The link is in the description. Buy me a coffee for all the hard work. Further than that, make sure you enjoy more games coming up.